All right, everybody. The year 2020 is shaping up to be the year of Mario, as there is now a rumor mill swirling around that Nintendo is working on just a plethora of Mario games. By the time you guys see this, it may not be rumors anymore. It may have been confirmed. It may still just be talks in the background. I watched a couple of videos on it just to try to get a better idea. From everything I know, it seems like Mario Galaxy is being strongly hinted at, might be the right word, and then we're gonna get a couple of other 3D remakes and maybe a Paper Mario game even. I don't know. It's all very exciting time to be a Mario fan. So everyone is trying to speculate what other games are going to be in there and what all this means. I personally am not looking too deep into it. I just want to talk about the 5 Mario games that I want to be remade. They're not necessarily the most realistic titles or even, what Nintendo might have been hinting at. But these are just the games that feature Mario, for the most part, that I want to see get remade on the Switch. Alright, so first up on my list, I have Mario Kart Wii. Like I said, these are not going to all be main series games. And the reason Mario Kart Wii made this list is a little story. So recently, I got a copy of Mario Kart Wii for my brothers. Well, I had to play test this game to ensure that it worked. Jessica and myself were playing it. We got through maybe 2 or 3 cups, and I realized that I didn't really care for this game at all. I love the visuals and the aesthetics of the GameCube and Wii era, but I just hated how this one controlled. And I still go over to my dad's house, and they'll have Mario Kart Wii plugged up, and I'll play it like we were playing it. Was that Christmas, Jess? No, I guess it wasn't technically Christmas, but I had family in town, so it might as well have been Christmas. But either way, they busted out Mario Kart Wii, and I was like, wow, I hate this game. I don't like the motion controls. I don't think it controls very well. But this game is considered a classic to the people who play it. It's still being modded and worked on to get custom tracks. And if they don't even have to do like a major graphical overhaul. If they just bring it to the Switch and do away with the control, like make it control more like Mario Kart 8, and I'll enjoy it. But this game is just number 5 on my list because I think I would rather have Mario Kart 9. But, this could be a good holdover until we get Mario Kart 9. Next on my list is Mario Party DS. This one is very simple. Jessica and I love playing the Mario Party games, and this is one of the few that we've never played. I've barely even seen anything about it. In fact, I heard that this game was like a really well-made, underrated Mario Party game, so I had to Google like a Let's Play of it to kind of see at least a little bit about it, because honestly, up to this point in my life, I've never even seen gameplay footage prior to that video I was watching today. But I think it could do it well. Moving it from the original DS to the Switch could be very beneficial. They could add a few more characters and boards, as when I saw it, it had 8 characters and maybe like 4 or 5 boards. But nonetheless, they could at least touch up the graphics at least. And if they're feeling extra dangerous, they could add in a few more minigames and modes. Either way, it's a game I've never played, and I would not mind getting to experience it on the Switch. Number 3 on my list is Super Mario Galaxy 2. So I'm pretty sure this game is also all but confirmed, because if you're getting Mario Galaxy 1, you're probably going to get Mario Galaxy 2. Either way, I did not put Super Mario Galaxy on this list because that's the game I've heard mentioned by name. I haven't necessarily heard like it's a slam door shut, we're getting Super Mario Galaxy 2. And I've also never played Super Mario Galaxy 2. Again, I would not mind getting to experience this on the Switch. I don't know, bless you doggy, I don't know how much of a graphical overhaul it would bring with it. But either way, any kind of touch-up is better than nothing. I don't know how this one controls or plays or anything like that. So it's going to feel like a fresh new journey to me regardless of how they choose to present it. Number 2 is Wario World. So I did a tryout Thursday for this game, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. And short of that, I haven't played this game any outside of my childhood, aside from that tryout Thursday, and I just miss Wario World. Now, I don't care whether they bring this back as like an HD remake, or they just bring it over to the Switch as is, or heck, they give us a sequel. It doesn't really matter to me. I just want to see this game brought over. This is where I could ruffle some fanboys, but that's okay. I played Luigi's Mansion a little bit, and I played Wario's World as a kid. And to me, Wario World was the way better game. I enjoyed it a lot more. Now, Luigi's Mansion is, I guess, far more the more unique of the games, but Wario World was so deserving of a sequel. But he hasn't got that treatment, and I would very much enjoy seeing some Wario World on the Switch. Sorry, Waluigi. Last one, this isn't really going to be a surprise to anybody, but that's Super Mario 64. I shouldn't have to say any more about this game, but of course I will. And I think Nintendo can go in one of two ways, and I think that makes this the most polarizing potential re-release. So this remake is easily going to be one of the most talked about games of the year or next moving forward. I think this has the potential to be like on Final Fantasy VII levels of us talking about. Some fans will want it as close to the original as possible, and you'll see I mentioned Final Fantasy VII for reasons that we're about to talk about. So like I said, some fans will probably want this to be as close to just porting over the original as possible, but I say nay. Graphically overhaul it the best you can. I've heard multiple channels talking about, are we getting just bare bones Super Mario 64? Is it going to have a little touch up, or are they going to build it in the Odyssey engine? And I've heard a lot of people say that they're not going to want to alienate or discourage old fans from picking this up. And I say, forget that. I say if you can, make it in the Odyssey engine or whatever you're working with. Make this game look as beautiful as possible. I've seen some people what they're doing on Unity. Make it rival that. Like, make this great. Add in more courses. I think to retro gamers, 120 stars is a sacred number. Well, Mario Odyssey showed us there can be 999 moons. I'm not saying they got to do all that. I was thinking, you could bump it to 150 stars, and that would feel pretty good. You could add some secret stars around the castle. You could add 3 new courses, just whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter to me. Just add some content, right? Let us play as Luigi like you do in Super Mario Galaxy. You get 120 stars, beat the game, and then have a secondary load option where you can play as Luigi. I love that. In Super Mario Galaxy, I 100%ed it, got Luigi, 100%ed it again. Add a second playthrough mode that unlocks Super Mario DS. That way you're playing as Yoshi and Wario and all that. Add a second playthrough mode that lets us play as Luigi. Like, come on, just add stuff, right? Add in the mini games from Super Mario DS, right? Just add that stuff. Add an unlockable Cappy. Right? There's so many things they can do with this remake. And I hope they explore that and they don't say, oh, we should play it safe. If we just re-release Super Mario 64, it's going to sell like hotcakes. Because I know that it will, but I don't want them to think like that. Nintendo can probably hit it out of the park just by doing a bare minimum and playing it safe. But again, I say nay. Push the boundaries. If you want to play it safe, go back sometime after the remakes and re-release the original version of the game on the N64 app, because we know that that's coming out, right? Like the NES and the Super Nintendo both have it. I don't know if we'll get a Game Boy app or an N64 app first, but if they don't like how the remake came out, they can just re-release it on the N64 app eventually. So if nothing else, update the graphics, fix the controls, and fix the camera. Honestly, if you fix the controls and the camera, I think that would justify the remake, but that scares me a little bit because I want Nintendo to really, really push this game as hard as they can, because I know they can do it. Well, that's the 5 games that I wanted to talk about. Mario has appeared in, I would wager to say, well over 50 games, so of course I missed a few. So let me know down below what games you guys want to see overhauled. I was really on the fence with Sunshine because I don't necessarily care too much about Sunshine, but the level design is beautiful in Sunshine and the music is amazing in Sunshine. That getting the graphical overhaul and the music mumbo jumbo, whatever terminology you would want to use to say better quality picture and audio, is a pretty appealing idea. Now, for me, the game that I really wanted to put on this list was the Super Mario, the baseball one. I don't remember what that's called, All Stars or something like that. It was on the GameCube and the Wii. I loved those games. I would love to see them updated with some Odyssey characters or Galaxy characters or what have you. I would love Super Mario Baseball on the Switch. I don't care if it's porting over the GameCube or the Wii version or making a Switch version. They've kept doing the tennis games for some reason. Like, give us baseball. It's really fun. Yeah, that's it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what Mario games you want to see coming out this year. And thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.